Are you all ready? I got a lot of them. So here we go. This very first one is from Valera. She said her colors are a little bit off, but you can tell what they are, I think. So Cat's Meow, she's using Cat's Meow and Swan Song, and she's knitting up a pair of awesome socks. How cool is that? And then I'm going to go down here to the other end of my list. So this I should have shown last week because she posted a while ago. This is Nancy Victorino. She is using After Midnight on Trusty DK, and she's knitting up the Light Weaver shawl from Woolenberry, which I looked at the pattern. It's a beautiful lacy shawl, if anybody is interested in that. It looks awesome. And then Laura is knitting up the Rocket TDK with Swan Song on Fluffy DK. And just so you know, I happened to look this up because I have it on, I knit this pattern in the fingering version, which I love. It's very, the way that it fits and with the ease that she puts into the pattern, it's very drapey, and I wear it like for dressing up occasions sometimes. And I noticed that the DK version, it's long sleeved rather than short sleeved, but I love the way that she did the sleeves. If you haven't seen it, you need to go look at the pattern, because the way that she does the sleeves, I'm like, oh, that makes it like, it kind of elevates it a little bit. So you can totally dress it up. It's a great pattern. All right, Linda, yet another pair of socks. I love it. She has now completed the Swan Song shorties. So she has some more shorties for summer. I like it. And then Star, she is doing, oh, that's right. She got, this is Duke of Hastings, and she cast on a Musselburgh. Am I the only one that has not yet done a Musselburgh hat? I'm going to do a Musselburgh hat. I have decided. We'll talk more about that later. So, and I love the little swan progress keeper in there, by the way. It looks great. All right. And then Linda, again, this is from the Color Cuff Club. And she and I picked out some of those colorways together. I love it. And let's see, she didn't list the colors here, and I don't remember what all they are. I think the red might be mail pouch. The blue could be buttons. I don't remember for sure. But of course, black, pomp and circumstance. Yeah, all good stuff. That's a beautiful pair of socks right there, let me tell you. And then Danielle is knitting up a Novelli. How gorgeous is this? And yeah, I got to help her pick these colors too at a trunk show that I did at Knitcessity. So I know she's got Junho in there. The purple was left over from another project. Oh, Christmas Tree Farm. That's right. Is that beautiful green color that you see up there intermingling with the purple. Oh, it looks so good. She has such a great eye for color. Nicely done. Oh, this one, I love these colors. Bobby said she took a break from her Lee sweater and was doing the Lonely Hearts Club. And it's using Clarity is the, right there is Clarity. It looks a little bit less tealy here, and I think that's because of the red that she's got paired with it. But I love that. I need to do a project mixing Clarity and a red, because gorgeous. I love it so much. And you can tell, oh no, this isn't that project. I'm sorry, it was a different one, but I love the tassels that she's showing here. How awesome are those? All right, this is the one I was thinking of. So Sabrina also did the Lonely Hearts Club. She did it in Queen of Tarts and Pomp and Circumstance. And look at this. So that was one version. The other version, she changed. So she changed her, main color and contrast color. So she ended up getting two hats out of it. I love that. They are both awesome. Very cool. All right. This is Taylor. So I met Taylor at She Sells Yarn the first time. And then I met her again at Distaff Day. And she got enough burnt butter to knit herself a sweater. And I'm pretty sure she said that this is her very first sweater. It's the step-by-step sweater. So yeah, she's doing an awesome job. She sent me that picture on Instagram. And then Lonnie is doing, or did, she did an X's and O's hat with Bad Moon Rising and Candy Shards. I love it. I love that, that deep dark purpley red in there. That looks awesome. All right. And so this is, and I wrote it down. This is called, well, what are you? Oh, Spring Forward. Anne said the pattern is called Spring Forward by Mari Lynn, and it was in the Vogue Knitting Live Winter, I think 2019. I looked for it and I couldn't find it because I like the pattern, but it's not that big of a deal. But I probably won't put that one in the show notes just because I couldn't find it. It was probably me. It's always me. But it looks great. She's using Everyday Pink is at the top, and then Bon Anniversaire. I love that combination. Very cool. All right, Michelle, who, by the way, it was her shawl that was the inspiration for the Happy Hearts collection, which includes, of course, Queen of Tarts, Duke of Hastings, Charcoal, and You're Blushing. And then she ordered another set of it. And I was like, what on earth? Is she making another Your Slip is Showing or what? No, she is making the 24 bird shawl. And oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous already with that charcoal and You're Blushing. Oh, I love it so much. All right. And then we have Anne, who I had wrote her a note on her last order. I was like, whatever are you using these colors for? Because I told y'all I get nosy and I get so curious when y'all order stuff. So anyway, then she did a post and was saying that she is doing her, she's making a Your Slip is Showing, and she's going to be using the one of a kind from the January, what is it? Is it Love is in the Air? No, I'm thinking what did I, it was a one of a kind. Anyway, and she's also got some red. So she's just started Your Slip is Showing, and it looks awesome, Anne. All right. I hope I didn't miss any. You know, sometimes you load these pictures in and then they disappear and you're like, wait, what happened? All right. Kim, you haven't made the Musselburgh either, nor has Tish. All right. Then we are all in good company. Well, maybe we'll have a chance to do that because, yeah. Hey, Lonnie, glad to see you. So let's see. Anne, you said it's by Mari Lynn Patrick. Okay. I will look for it again. So we'll see. And Linda, the Musselburgh would look great in spruce or burnt butter. Yeah. Or even I like what a lot of people are doing, and they're making like scrappy hats where they'll, just use a bunch of leftovers and stuff like that. Yeah. So we'll see. So speaking of hats, let's talk about hats for a minute. So I finished Bo's barley hat. He came in my room this morning, and the next thing I know, he was walking off with it. And I was like, hey, where are you going with that hat? It is his hat. But I think so there's, if you know the barley hat, see, here's what I like about the barley hat. And I believe they've modified the pattern. They've updated it so that you can now make it in fingering and DK, or worsted, whatever you like. But I like the worsted because it's a fast knit. I'm sure all of them are really, I mean, even fingering, it's a hat for crying out loud, but it's meant to be a slouchy hat, and Bo likes the slouch on it. And then, but what I like about it is that it has a section of purl. So it knits fast, but it's got enough, I say purls, it's got a garter stitch section. And so it keeps your interest, and it just makes it go by fast. So I did it in cookie crumbs, and I noticed we have one skein of cookie crumbs left. But do you know what I thought on squishy worsted anyway, but I'm thinking, wouldn't it look good in dappled? Oh, it would look so good. I might have to make me a hat in this. We've got one skein left of it. If somebody doesn't get it, then I'm going to get it. And I'm going to make me a hat in it. That's what I'm thinking. I can always dye it more, but I'm just saying. So here's what I'm thinking while we're talking about hats and the barley hat. Yeah, it is no wonder. In fact, I was looking through, so here's the deal. I was looking through, I went and got all the hats that I've knit because I was thinking for March, what we'll do, the fiber challenge, I'm getting a little bit narrower in the guidelines. All right. So instead of just giving a broad, it's still pretty broad. I'm giving 2 things that you have to do. All right. So it's going to be about hats, right? March is still good hat knitting weather, right? Yeah, I think so. So let's knit hats, or at least a hat. And because it's March, it has to have green somewhere in the pattern. It doesn't have to be all green, which I love what you said it would look good, Linda, in spruce, because that's what I was thinking. I realized when I pulled out all the knit hats that I have knit, I've knit several of the barley hat, but I don't have any green hats. And now I know that I did knit a green hat